Top 10 Facts About Tennessee. The best resource for selecting the best places to visit and learning the most significant travel guidance for your future trip. In today's video, we'll provide the top 10 facts about Tennessee. Consequently, let's begin. Starting now. We grew up in Tennessee and we adore it. Since the people are traveling and our show is back on schedule, we thought it would be good to offer some interesting information about our state. Did you know that the word Tennessee conjures up a myriad of images and a rich history, from legendary music to the untamed yet breathtaking outdoors? With $23 billion spent on travel in 2019, this little midwestern state broke records and attracted national attention to its riches. Tennessee has a lot of well-known claims to fame, but it also has a lot of undiscovered treasures that you may not be aware of. Number 10. It's the birthplace of Mountain Dew. In the 1940s, the original recipe for this Appalachian classic was created. First sold in 3 places, including Knoxville and Johnson City, the sweet drink was created by beverage bottlers Barney and Ally Hartman. The popularity of the beverage didn't last long because of its eventual acquisition by Pepsi-Cola in 1964, which popularized Mountain Dew throughout the rest of the world. Number 9. True Tennessee whiskey can't be made anywhere else in the world. Tennessee whiskey is not just a name on a bottle. This famous Lincoln County process, which employs a charcoal filter and specific directions about aspects like aging and timing, is used to create a particularly distinctive whiskey style. The majority of Tennessee's whiskey exports come from the renowned Jack Daniels. However, other brands also have the official Tennessee whiskey mark. Number 8. The birthplace of country music is actually in Bristol, not Nashville. The Appalachian town of Bristol, which lies on the Tennessee-Virginia border, is teeming with blues and folk music. Ralph Peer of Victor Records opted to record local musicians in Bristol in the early days of the recording business. He secured 2 contracts there that would lead to records that were commercially successful across the country. These early agreements and the recordings that followed established the path for the development of the country genre. Bristol is home to its own museum and music festival that draw country music aficionados year after year. In 1998, Congress passed a resolution formally recognizing Bristol as the birthplace of country music to preserve this significant piece of music history. Number 7. Prohibition put a big dent in the state's distillery industry. Before the Civil War, whiskey and moonshine were common drinks in Tennessee. The state had hundreds of registered distilleries in 1908, but as soon as prohibition laws were passed in the state in 1910, many of them were destroyed. While a few were reopened during the 1940s and 1990s, it wasn't until 2009 that sufficient legal reforms were implemented to remove the majority of entry-level restrictions. As a result, there are currently around 30 distilleries to visit along the official Tennessee Whiskey Trail. Number 6. It boasts having the most visited national park in the U.S. The one and only Great Smoky Mountains National Park deserves this distinction. By a significant margin, this park is the most visited national park in the country in 2020. It had more than twice as many visitors, 12.1 million, as Yellowstone, which came in second. Because it is home to 30 distinct species of salamanders, it is sometimes referred to as the salamander capital of the world. Number 5. Cotton candy was born here. The delectable treat was created in Nashville by an odd couple, a dentist and a candy manufacturer. Dr. William Morrison and John Wharton invented the first markers when they built a device that melted sugar crystals and blasted them through a screen to generate fine threads. Thousands of units were sold after its initial introduction at the St. Louis Fair in 1904. Number 4. So was the moon pie. This chocolate-covered snack cake was first produced in 1917 at a Chattanooga bakery and rapidly became a standard. Regular customers favored it, and by the late 1920s, hundreds were being produced on site. The pie was even used as a perfect ration item for service members serving overseas during World War II. Number 3. It's tied with the title as the most bordered state. Tennessee is surrounded by a total of 8 states, Kentucky and Virginia to the north, North Carolina to the east, Arkansas and Missouri to the west, Georgia, Mississippi, and Alabama to the south. The neighboring state of Missouri is the only other state to touch that many other locations. Number 2. Coca-Cola owes much of its success to Tennessee. The beverage was developed in Atlanta, Georgia in 1886 and was offered as a fountain drink for many years, according to the company's website. But two Chattanooga lawyers didn't come up with the concept to launch a bottling business until 1899. The Coca-Cola president was offered the idea, and he agreed to sell the lawyers the rights to the bottling for $1. The $1 was never collected, but Chattanooga eventually became home to the first bottling plant. Number 1. It's home to the world's oldest radio show. The Grand Ole Opry is a significant institution in the music industry, as well as a favorite among country music enthusiasts. The Opry is currently the longest-running radio program of any genre and is located in Nashville. An astounding 6,000 songs are played at the venue each year, making it one of the biggest tourist attractions in the city. So, which one was the most fascinating to you? Let us know in the comments. Also, remember to like the video and subscribe to our channel. Thanks for watching.